Today I have the FOSSiBOT F3600. This is a nice power station that's super large capacity. FOSSiBOT sent this to me for my evaluation, so I'm borrowing it to test it out and see what it's all about. On one side here you have all of your outputs. You have a whole plethora of USBs. You got 4 USB-Cs, 2 USB-As, bunch of DC ports here. You have your barrel style, and then you have your XT60 right here. Under here you have your AC outlets. You got 4 standard 20 amps and then 1 30 amp. It's really nice to have this 30 amp. This is not something that you see very often on power stations, so a definite plus for me. You got the main power button here, and right above it you have this screen. It's a little difficult to read in the sun, but it's really not that big a deal. It looks worse on camera than it is in reality. This little dial here is pretty unique. It's a regulator for the input, so you can adjust between 300 and 1500 watts of input. This is nice for when you need to dial down the input if you're charging from a source that can't support a full 1500 watts. Something really cool that they give you is this accessories pouch. It straps to the top here. It buckles on right here in 4 spots. And when you unzip it, you have access to all of the accessories that they include. Right here you have a rain cover. We'll put that on later and test that out. This is a nice bonus that they give you. It's a flashlight with a LED bar here and a beam on the end. It's rechargeable via USB. Right here you have some solar panel cables. You have your 12 volt DC cable, and then you have your AC cable for charging from the wall, and an instruction manual and a user guide for this little flashlight they give you with the charging cable. I like having all these accessories readily available. It's nice that they have this pouch so you can access it whenever you'd like. On the other end here, you have all of your inputs. This is your AC, DC, and overload protection. So the AC input is maxed out at 1500 watts, which is quite significant. The AC can recharge this in about 4 hours from empty to full. And then here is where you can connect solar panels. It supports up to 2000 watts solar panel. That's a pretty large array. And the nicest part is that you can combine the solar and the AC to recharge this unit in under 2 hours. That's phenomenally fast considering the large capacity of the unit. It is equipped with a set of wheels on one end, and on the other end here you can pull out this handle and it makes it a lot easier to lug around. You simply grab it here and you can roll it around. A lot easier than carrying it or trying to lift it up. And if you do need to lift it up, there's 2 handles built in that have these nice padded handles. So when you're lifting it, it doesn't dig into your skin and hurt. On the side, you have ventilation on the top. There's a set of fans that will draw air through the inner workings of the unit and keep it nice and cool. I find that they don't kick on quite often unless the ambient temperatures are significantly high or I'm putting a heavy load on the power station. This little light bar here is kind of nice to have. Pretty simple, but good for camping or emergency use. This little rain cover that they give you is pretty sweet to have. You can expose it to rain and wind without too much dust or moisture becoming an issue. It's a really nice bonus that you don't find with other power stations. Good to have. So I'm going to test it out with this compound miter saw. This has a pretty high draw, so we'll see if the FOSSiBOT F3600 is capable of running it. I've plugged it into the AC output right here, and I've activated it with this little button. Let's see how it does. So as you can see on the screen, it maxed out at close to 1700 watts of output, and it does it no issue at all. The cooling fans don't even kick on. Powering a miter saw off of a portable power station is pretty awesome, and I'm happy I can do it with the F3600. Throughout the last few weeks of using this FOSSiBOT F3600 power station, I have been extremely happy with it. I've tested out almost every feature, and I think the only drawback is its size. It's quite heavy, but the wheels give it a nice edge. You can really scoot it around no problem. I think lifting it is kind of a hassle, but if you have some help from a second person, it's not too bad to lug it up a stairs or carry it out of the bed of a truck. All in all, if you need a great power station for RV life, camping, or emergency backup power with a high capacity, the FOSSiBOT F3600 is definitely one to consider. The price per watt is a lot more affordable than other top tier brands that I've tried in the past. I would have no hesitation recommending the F3600 to anyone who needs a reliable source of power without the fumes and hassle of a gas generator. This thing is awesome.